So, welcome to the first of 52 workshops. Can't believe it, 52 workshops. It's a crazy thing, but it's going to be good fun. Where this week we're going to be looking at centering, the art of centering. And it's going to be a very practical session, and I'll guide you through how that's going to flow in a moment. But to start with, when we talk about centering, and we hear it quite a lot. You know, you get centering prayer within the Christian tradition. You get centering meditations. When you look into it, the idea of centering develops from Aikido, and it was a method and a technique of bringing martial artists into the moment. So you're acting and responding within the moment as efficiently and as effectively as possible, which in a fight situation is very good. If you're distracted by something from the past or thinking about something else in the future while somebody's standing in front of you about to punch you on the nose, likelihood is you're going to get punched on the nose. However, if you can be in the moment and responding to the moment as efficiently as possible, the likelihood is you will be blocking and maneuvering and doing the thing you need to do to certainly in a martial arts situation, survive. But when we bring that idea into the present, we also see that there can be a lot of benefits to us, both emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, for being in the moment now. I mean, Eckhart Tolle wrote, whatever it is, I can't remember what it's called, his book on being in the now. And it's, if we can be in the present moment, if we can, as much as possible, we reduce the worry and the stress. If we're in the present moment, we're not worrying about what's going to be happening. We're not worrying about things that need our attention or what needs to be done. We can deal with those when we get to that moment. We're here. We're not holding on to things in the past that are affecting. Thank you for that. Power of now. Thank you, Debbie. I knew it was something now, but I couldn't remember it. So today's session is it is instructional, but it's instructional in as much as I'm not going to explain all these techniques. I'm just going to take you through them back to back. So it's going to be quite an intense session, in a good way. And in doing so, what I then hope is that, because there'll be several different techniques, plus ending up with a hypnosis session, that when you go back and watch this video, you can pick out one or two of the techniques that work best for you, or you can just run the whole thing together. But it's that thing, the more you practice it, the more you experience it, the better you're going to learn it than me just describing what you do and why. So that's the plan. And with this, there's, let me just see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different patterns and exercises we're going to do, different ways of bringing us into the moment, into the present, centering ourselves. Each one you may have had experience of before. Certainly with IMeditate, we've worked with them before, but it's bringing them into this collection together that gives us that experience of centering, bringing us into the moment where we can relax and just experience what's going on for us now. And how I'm going to do this, I'm going to talk you through each one, and in between each one there'll be a time of silence, and I'm not going to kind of pull you back out of that first exercise to then go and do the second one. Could do a bit like that. What we're going to do is get to the end, have a small pause and a rest, and then I will guide you straight into the next technique. So each one builds on the back of the other, and then we'll get to the end, and you'll just be so like, oh, I'm here, I'm now, I'm so chilled out. In fact, I'm so here now, I don't even know what I'm here doing, because I'm so now. I can't remember the beginning of what started, but I know I feel good. That's the plan. And there will be, and I'll drop this in because hopefully we get new people joining to IMeditate. So just to explain that along the way, I will ask for people to visualize, imagine, picture stuff. And I'm not asking you to do anything you cannot do. If I was to ask you to think of an apple, you'd be able to tell me whatever color it was. It'd be green or red and green, or if you've got a good imagination, it might be blue or purple or pink. But anyway, whatever color that apple would be, some of you would picture an apple and see it. Others of you would just go, well, it's green, and the idea would come to you. But to even know what I was talking about, you have to be visualizing. So if I ask you to think of something, picture something, imagine something, I'm asking you to just think about it however you do that. Really simple. So our session today is going to go through a body scan meditation, a breath awareness meditation, a progressive muscle relaxation, which I don't often do. I tend not to do them with groups that much, but they can be really good for when we're trying to center. It's a very physical way of centering ourselves. There will be a guided visualization, guided meditation as well. And then we're going to go into the hypnotic aspect of this at the very end. So let us begin. Have a stretch. Have a fidget. Get comfortable. And in a moment, we'll take 3 deep breaths together. And with each breath, you can just let go of the day. Just be here, be now. And allow that part of you that knows how to learn to really experience this today and effortlessly and easily begin to understand how you can use this for yourself in everyday life. So we'll take 3 deep breaths. I don't want you to close your eyes on the first breath or the second breath, but on the 3rd deep breath, as you breathe in, as you let go of that breath, you can just close your eyes and begin to relax. Breathing in, hold it, and breathe out. Breathing in, hold it, and breathe out. Breathing in, hold it, and breathe out. Just allowing your eyes to close just in the time you need to take to relax, to let go. And just return to your natural breath. Telling yourself, I am going to meditate. I am going to relax. I am going to center my being. Outside noises will not distract me. Everyday thoughts will not disturb me. They just help me relax and go deeper into this experience. That's right. And I want you to shift your awareness just to the tips of your toes. And just be aware of the tips of your toes. Is it the right foot or the left foot that you're more aware of now? Is it all the toes or just specific ones that you're aware of now? And as you become aware of some toes on one foot or the other foot, how much more aware can you be of all your toes? Bring that awareness up through the foot, becoming aware of the ball of the foot, the top of the foot, the arch of the foot, and the heel of the foot. Does your foot feel hot or cold? Does one feel different to the other? Are your feet throbbing or are they relaxed? What sensations can you feel around your feet? If you have shoes or slippers on, being aware of the contact of that, or socks on your feet. Being aware of your feet. Bring that awareness up from the feet to the ankles. Which is it, the left or the right, that feels most relaxed, most comfortable? Do they feel loose? Do they feel tight? How are your ankles feeling right now? And shift that awareness up through the shins and the calves, the lower leg. What is that you're aware of? In which leg do you notice that first? If you're lying down, are you aware of the sensation of the backs of your legs wherever they're lying? Sitting, is there part of the chair touching the back of your leg? Being aware of any clothes that are touching that lower part of the leg. Being fully aware. As you bring your awareness up to the knees, the joints of the knees, the backs of the knees. How are they today? And how aware of your knees can you now be? Every moment that is here. Every time like this. Is one knee warmer than the other? Is one tighter or stiffer than the other? Do your knees ache or are they feeling good? Being aware of your knees now. Moving up from the knees to the upper legs, the thighs, all the way up to the hips. How are your upper legs feeling now? Doing that, whatever they're doing right now. Are they warm? Are they comfortable? Do they feel tense or relaxed? What awarenesses do you have of your upper legs? And up through the hips to the lower back, the buttocks, the stomach. What sensations can you feel? Are some bits warm, some bits cold? Can you be aware of the gentle rise and fall of your stomach as you're breathing? What is that that's going on around that area that you can discover now? Moving up to the chest, the upper back, the shoulders. If you're sat or lying, being aware of where your back is making contact, whether it's a seat or a bed or a chair. Being aware of the rise and fall of your chest as you gently breathe. And your shoulders, as they can begin to feel heavy now. But where does that start first? That awareness of the shoulders. Which shoulder first? And as you become aware of one, how much more aware can you become of the other? As you're becoming more aware of the one, that allows you to become more aware of that now. In this moment, be aware of your arms from the shoulders to the elbows, to the wrists, to the tips of the fingers. Which is heaviest? Which is lighter? Is one more relaxed than the other? Be aware of that now. A sensation here, a feeling there. How do your fingers feel? Are they still? Are they twitching? Do they feel warm? Do they feel cool? I wonder what you can discover about your arms, your hands, and your fingers that maybe you have not noticed before. Shifting your awareness to your neck, all the way around. Notice the difference between the front of your neck and the back of your neck. Do the sides of your neck feel different to each other? As you relax, if you swallow, how does that feel now? Moving up from the jaw to the muscles of the face and the jaw, being aware of any little sensations, any tensions, any relaxing. Maybe aware of the flickering of an eye, movement of a closed eye. I wonder how your eyes feel in their sockets. How do your lips feel? Your nose, being aware of the breath going in and out. And now drawing your awareness from the front of the head all the way through the skull. Can you discover how that space inside your head feels? To the back of the head, the crown. Aware of your hair on your head, or not. Now just scanning through and being aware of your whole body. Your breath and your body moving as one. What is it that you can notice now about all of your awareness of all that you are? From the tips of the toes to the top of the head. Being aware of that, whatever that is, right now. Now I want you to bring your awareness just to your breath. Just to your breath. And allowing yourself to take gentle, natural, slightly deeper breaths than normal, but don't force it. Where does the breath start? Is it on the in-breath? Or is it on the out-breath? Or maybe that breath starts somewhere in the silence in between breaths, in that stillness. Be aware of the cool breath as it enters the body. Cooling the nose. Be aware of how your face feels as you breathe in. I wonder where that point is that the breath descends inside. Down through the neck, filling the lungs. Breathing to the very depths of your lungs, imagining you're breathing all the way to the tips of your toes. And just following that now. And where is that point that the breath begins to leave the body? Where does it pause before it returns out into the world? Follow the out-breath from the depths of yourself as it's warmed by the body and journeys back up. At which point does that breath change direction and descend out through the nostrils? Follow that breath. And where is the point of balance? Like a seesaw where the breath tips from coming in to flowing out. And what are the subtle movements of the body as you gently breathe? And maybe you can begin to discover something else about your breath that holds you closer in this moment. Whatever that might be for you. And where is the deepest stillness? In your breath. Now. And every time that's here. And completely like this. And again, shifting your awareness just down to your feet. And I want you to just scrunch up your toes and tense up your feet. And then release it, relaxing. And again, tensing up the toes, the feet. Hold it. And let go and relax. And one more time with the feet, tensing up. And just relaxing them and letting them go loose, limp and heavy. Moving on to the shins, the calves, and the knees, the lower part of the leg below the knee. Just tensing that up. And release. Tensing up those knees and the lower part of the legs. And release. Tensing up the lower part of the legs again. And releasing into now. Moving up. The upper legs, the thighs. Just tensing up. And release. Tensing up. And release. Tensing up. And release and allow those legs to relax. Moving up into the lower back, the buttocks and the stomach. Just tensing up. Hold it and relax. Tensing up. Hold it and relax. Tensing up. Hold it and relax. And maybe every time you relax, you can relax everything even more deeply. Upper back, shoulders and chest tensing up. Relax. Let it go. Upper back, chest and shoulders tensing up. Hold it and relax. Let it go. Upper back, chest and shoulders tensing up. Relax, just letting it all go. And now the arms, the tips of the toe fingers to the shoulders, just tensing all the arms up. Hold it, let go and relax. Tensing up those fingers, the hands, the wrists, the elbows, the arms, and relax. Tensing up those fingers, wrists, forearms, upper arms, and relax. Loose, limp, and heavy, just softening those muscles now. And the shoulders and the neck tensing, and relax. Neck and shoulders tensing, and relax. And I wonder how much more you can relax on this next. Tensing the neck and shoulders. Hold it. Hold it. Relax. Release that and let go. Now the muscles of the face, the jaw, the head, just tensing it all up. And relax. The head, the muscles of the face, the jaw tensing up. Hold it. Release and let go. Tensing again. Jaw, face, scalp. And relax and soften. And just take a moment to just scan through your body, and if there's any part of your body where there still feels a bit of tension, just tense that part up and relax and begin to notice how much more you can let go of that now. That's right. You're doing really well. So I want you to become aware of a place. It's a kind of perfect place. Maybe a magical place, a mystical place. A place that maybe you've been before, or maybe completely made up. A place of such wonder, beauty, and peace that it holds your attention. And just be there now. And as you're there, begin to allow yourself to discover all you can see in that place. Are you indoors or outdoors? Are there plants? If you're outdoors, are there trees? Are there buildings? Or if you're indoors, what is that that's around you? Maybe you can begin to discover more as you focus on that place and all that you can see. And just remember that you don't necessarily have to be visualizing and seeing it. Just exploring the idea of those things that you can see now in that special place. And how does it feel in that special place? How does it feel to move around in that special place? Is it warm there? Is it cool there? Is the energy alive with energy? The air buzzing? Or is there a sense of peace and tranquility? Be there now and feel and sense what it's like in that special place now. To move within it, to be within it. How does that feel? And as you're there in that place, what are the sounds? What is that you can hear? And that which you cannot hear in that special place? Becoming aware of that. And what aromas are in that special place? What are the scents on the air? As you become aware of that now. be there now and fully immerse yourself in the experience of that special place. And I wonder what you will discover as you're there that will allow you to discover that sense of inner peace and stillness. Any time like this, and so many more. And look around for a place there to just rest a while. And as you go over to that place, see the things you see, hear the things you hear, sense, feel. And that place where you can rest, it's a special place where you can enter deeper into this now. Expanding the intensity of whatever this is for you. And as you rest in that place, I want you to become aware of that point, that place within you now that is most still, most relaxed, most at peace. And as you discover that now, I want you to imagine there's a candle there. Now, I don't know what color that candle will be. That is your deep inner self representing that sense of inner peace and stillness that comes when we enter into the moment and are fully present. Whatever color that candle is, be aware of that. That color of fully present, fully now. And drift into that candle. Be aware of the flame flickering as the beads of wax run down the sides into an ever-present pool of deeper relaxation and stillness. And I wonder how that feels now. And I want your inner self to begin to discover that awareness within you that is most present, most aware of this moment. And as you become aware of that part of you that is aware of this moment, drift into that you. Fully here, fully now, because the awareness of this moment is yours. It always has been. And wherever that sense of this moment now is for you, allow that feeling, that sense of this moment to spin and flow within you, expanding, releasing. And I wonder just how easy you can discover it to be now, to be fully here, trying to find old worries, trying to find old concerns of the future, and maybe you can discover that you cannot by being here in this moment. And as those distracting thoughts or worries fade away, you can discover just how easy it is to bring your attention to an ever-increasing sense of inner peace and stillness in this moment. And I don't know how many ways you will begin to discover how to access this sense of the moment in everyday life. But as you begin to discover the moment in more aspects of your everyday, you can let go of more and more worries, let go of more and more stress, let go of more and more anxiety, being now in this moment, and every moment that's like this that you can discover there, and so much more than now. And whether it's later on today, tomorrow, or in a couple of days' time, that you begin to notice how much more you are spending time in the present. But whenever it is you begin to notice yourself spending more time in the present, you can find it easier and easier to be in the moment, to act and respond from the moment, not from the past, not from a probable, impossible future, but just from now, with what is in any one moment. Because all you have is now. Now is yours, it always has been. And you can begin to live more in the now. And as the days go by, you can really try to not live in the now and discover that it's easier than you think to be here, present, in any moment. And those things that used to keep you from the moment, keep you from the present, I don't know whether you'll forget to remember them or remember to forget them. But whatever it is that allows you to be more present in any moment, in any situation, calm, centered, at peace. I know you can find more of that, whatever that is. And be now. Be present. Discovering how in interactions, in conversations, in times with others and times by yourself, you can really be at peace with the moment, the stillness. And so in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. 1 is where you are now. 10 will be eyes open, bringing that sense of the moment, that inner peace with you, ready to begin to discover new ways of living in the moment that free you up from worries and concerns and allow you to experience life more fully, more present, more at peace. Every day that is like this, and so many other ways. That's 1, every cell, fiber and muscle of your body coming back to normal everyday awareness. Number 2, feel a whoosh of energy from the tips of the toes to the top of the head. Energizing, refreshing, revitalizing, feeling good. 3, 4, take a nice deep breath in for me. Ready to discover the moment in more moments than this, and so many where you can be at peace now. 5, 6, coming back. 7, just imagine it's a baking hot day and you're stood under a shower of refreshing water just cascading off you, living that moment experience. At 8, 9, coming back to now, because now is all you have and you can be fully now. At 10, back here, have a stretch, have a fidget, feel good now. Each one of these steps will stand alone, so you can practice a regular body scan meditation, which brings you into the moment of focusing just on what's going on with your body at that time. Same with your breath. Each one of these exercises is just about focusing on what's happening now. The muscle relaxation, the guided visualization, focusing on what's going on in your mind just now. And it doesn't have to be a guided meditation. If you're planning going shopping and you're making a list, be fully with that. Literally see yourself in your mind going around and getting the stuff, picturing what it is you want, what you need, making that list, being aware of how the pencil or pen feels on the paper as you're writing that list, or tapping it into your phone, depending on how. So these exercises, do go through them again and again. Do the complete session over and over again, because that will reinforce the hypnotic element at the end, and begin to discover and find ways of being in that moment. It's just about focusing fully on just what's happening here. But if you're drinking a cup of tea and just really getting into the feel of the cup, the weight of the cup, the taste of the tea, the warmth, the sense of the heat rising from it, you're fully now. And if you're fully now, you cannot be worrying about the past. You cannot be stressing about what might be happening in the future, which 9 times out of 10 never does anyway. But you can discover that you can be fully now and fully present. So look for those moments, look for those times, look for those opportunities, and begin to discover those still moments in every day.